Hello and welcome to the Big Bang Theory podcast. My name's John. I'm here with my friend and colleague Dan.
Hello.
Dan, what a week.
Been a big week.
It's been a big week.
So much can change in a week, and yet also nothing's really changed.
Yeah, on one hand, my world has changed irrevocably, and on the other hand, I still got wet on my bike on the way home last night.
Still pissing it down. We still got 2 points from 2 home games.
Yeah. Right, that's the end.
Well, the big news, of course, is that nobody will be finding out for the first time here.
If you found this out for the first time here, that's interesting.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
I don't bother to email in because I don't believe you. But Gary Caldwell is no longer the Exeter City manager. He's gone. We knew that. We knew it was going to happen last week. It has happened.
He's joined Wigan Athletic, returned to his alma mater.
Yeah.
In a way.
He loves it there.
But he turns out he loved it here.
I don't think that was ever in doubt, was it?
No, maybe not. So we can't quite be chronological. We said last week we didn't know if he was staying or going. We assumed he was going. He was still here on Saturday for the game at home, Northampton, and it was kind of a surprise, but then everyone was watching him closely and thought, oh, he'll give us all the big round of applause. Didn't give the big round of applause.
I think he gave a kind of sort of slight wave to each home stand. I had to leg it off before he had a chance to come around and do that. So I stayed to the end, but I had to go.
Yeah.
But I think if you didn't know he was leaving, I don't think you would have thought that was a significant thing if you'd just seen that without knowing anything was happening.
No. Fairly standard. So we did that.
You did that. The game, there's no point talking about it too much. We drew 0-0 with Northampton at home. We didn't score any goals. They didn't score any goals. What do you want to know?
Yeah. Everyone was there for the wave that never came.
Really, people were really there more for the wave than for the match.
Bit like surfing at Perranporth. Is that bad for surfing?
I think it can be quite good. North Cornwall, isn't it? I think Perranporth probably all right.
It's that funny rock island bit, isn't it?
I can't pinpoint which one it is, if I'm perfectly honest.
Wide bay, rock to the left-hand side.
That sounds like all of them.
It does, to be honest. Nice sandy beach.
Right.
Flat village.
North Cornwall for you, isn't
it? Anyway, the wave never came.
No.
It'd be up Perranporth right. If you want a wave, get down Bude right now.
South Coast, I imagine, probably all over. The waves are
wave right
choppy.
In the face.
Very well choppy.
It's due southwesterly.
You're not getting many tubes. Are we going to go into sort of... Is this a surfing segment? What do we know about surfing?
I know very little. I know you can do this. I'm shaking the shaka at
Loose shaka. Yeah, wetsuit. Put wetsuit on.
Weeing it.
Yeah. Warm yourself up.
Catch some waves.
That's the surfing segment.
See you later.
See you next week for resumption. I've actually been to the Wave, which is an artificial surfing pond in Bristol.
Yeah.
Where they kind of like, they churn artificial waves out one after another.
Yeah.
And you can surf them.
Any good?
Yeah, I mean, I can't do it, but I had a crack and it's fun.
Okay.
I imagine if you can surf, it's even more fun.
That would help, I suppose.
But yeah, it's a kind of a unique experience.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
When I'm out and about, especially when I'm running, I wave at people. Feels like the thing to do. I don't know why.
Right.
And sometimes people don't wave at all. Maybe what I need is a different kind of artificial wave centre where I can just get all my waving out in one go.
Yeah.
And a person who's paid to wave back at me does so.
What's this compulsion to wave at people?
I don't know. Feels like...
Because when I'm always at the football before you, and you're walking along the big bank squinting up to see where I am.
As I do, yeah.
And I always give you the big wave and you always look embarrassed.
No, I'm not embarrassed.
So you like waving at other people, but you don't like it when you can dish it out, but you can't take it. You don't like to be waved at.
All right, from now on, I'll wave. But I thought the waving was so I could see where you were. I didn't know it was
it's 2 in 1.
All right, well, I'll wave back.
Lovely greeting and a kind of like useful...
It is a useful marker. I really struggle to pinpoint. I can see you to pinpoint where to go in on the end. That's what I'm squinting for.
Well, it's because we're pretty much bang in the middle of 2
I
stairways.
find it really hard, and I always end up quite
doxing ourselves a little bit there, aren't we? about where we stand?
There's 2,000 other people there. I find it really hard, so that's why I'm squinting. But from now on, I'll wave back.
Please do.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go to the wave, and someone will wave back at me.
Yeah, it's an expensive old thing to do, just to wave at people, but maybe have a crack at surfing while you're there.
All right, okay. So Gary didn't wave any more than normal, really.
No, well, I don't know. I wasn't there, but there was no reports of kind of like real.
Well, I watched it close on.
He wasn't
on
like
the video.
He didn't have his hand on his heart.
No.
He wasn't crying at that point.
No.
There was no big hugs or anything on the pitch, right?
No. And then Sunday came, and it was bereft of all news.
No, it wasn't exactly, was it?
Wasn't it?
Because
Michael
McBride, who's something to do with like fitness, is he?
Yeah.
He basically leaked the confirmation that Gary's off via the running app Strava.
Well, via titling his run, which you don't even have to do.
Right, and it said final run with Gary and Dave.
Yeah.
So then everybody knew that I don't know who's following that bloke on Strava to
people
find
are.
out.
Like, people just follow one another on Strava. It's just a kind of thing. As in, like, you've got your 100 mates.
Yeah, but why him?
Well,
who's mates with him?
Well, I don't know. Some people who... He must know someone.
Maybe. Anyway, that got out.
Yeah.
And so that was all the confirmation everybody needed. And then when it came, I think it was 11 a.m. Monday morning, there he is, up Wigan.
Yeah.
With his dancing shoes on and his talcum powder in his hand.
Yeah.
Ready for a, good old hoedown.
At the casino. The ballroom. What is Wigan Casino?
Yeah, I think it is the Wigan Casino.
Yeah, we haven't yet seen any video of him doing any of that kind of dancing yet, but
no,
surely it's coming.
But he's their new manager.
He's their new manager, and he's no longer our manager. 3.5 years.
Do you know what? I'm glad that it ended the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
From a footballing point of view, I'd have rather it was at the end of the season.
Yeah.
But I think this is the only point, pretty much, in his reign as Exeter City manager, where I think he can leave on a point where everyone's kind of like, we're all on, I think his popularity is at its peak right now.
Yes.
And I think it's a nice tone to go on, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
It's like everyone's like a bit like, oh, that's sad that he's gone. What a good bloke. And overall, I mean, it's never really been in doubt that he's been a kind of net positive for Exeter City.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look at just look at the results.
Except
where we finished in the table.
Interesting you use the term net positive, because there are so many games when he never put one in the net.
Well, yeah, there's very little sticking the ball in the goal hole, but in terms of league position, which, let's be honest, is all that matters.
Yeah.
He's delivered every year.
He has. Kept us in League One, kept us firmly mid-table in League One, had us competing, brought in good signings.
We've, on the whole, there's been duffs, but there's always duffs. We've barely been in the relegation zone. I wonder how many weeks it is in total.
Oh, less than 10.
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely less than 10.
And I mean, that is a hell of an achievement.
Agreed.
Like, unbelievable, really. And I think history will be kinder to him even than
we currently
the feeling is now,
Yeah.
Because people will kind of, I mean, what people will remember is, the football wasn't very good. But that's not really in doubt. This season aside, where there's been patches of it being really good.
Yeah.
But ultimately, a force for good and a good ambassador.
Yeah.
That's what people have been saying, isn't it?
Yeah. Absolutely.
What's the Scottish version of Ferrero Rocher? Haggis?
What's the other thing?
Have they got any? What's the sort of dessert? What's their dessert in Scotland?
Don't know.
Arctic roll? No.
What are they? There must be a Scottish pudding.
Yeah.
I mean, black pudding, but that's not a pudding.
No. Maybe it's just like that. Maybe it is just, a tower of black puddings on a silver tray.
Yeah. Just the way Daddy used to make it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if this was the only way it was going to go. We were obviously never going to sack him.
We were never going to sack him. That's true. No, I could see it how I could see it kind of like the season finishing with a bit of a whimper, and then maybe he wouldn't do that.
I think he's an ambitious guy. He's a decent guy. I think in terms of work ethic and commitment.
Oh, 100%. You can't fault him on that.
So he loves football clearly and loves being a manager. I don't think he's walking away just like, oh yeah, fine.
If I can remember back to when you were in your Gary outist, I think you even said our best hope of getting rid of him, and I'm, paraphrasing here, was we go on a bit of a good run and he gets a job further up. Yeah. Now, Wigan aren't further up than us, but they on certain metrics they are. And they
tick more of his boxes.
Yeah, the main one being, well, depends on your stance in life. I imagine some people, money is more important to them than their family. You're one of those people, right?
Yes.
Judging by the kind of the vigour that you've been approaching the Patreon, I can only assume that's true.
Just in it for the £3.
No, obviously he's got his family live up there. He's got 3 kids.
Yeah. And a nice wife.
And we assume a nice wife.
We assume a wife.
I don't think he's actually married, is he? But
isn't he?
I don't know. It's none of our business now. It wasn't our business before.
We made it our business before. Yeah, that's right. I think it does some of the stuff that he needs it to do.
Yeah, from a podcast point of view, I think he hated us. That's my hunch.
I don't think it's a hunch.
We'll probably never find out for sure.
Well, I think the face he pulled when Scott told him we called him the tea bag.
Yeah, look, that
tells us everything we need to know.
But that's not relevant. We're here for the greater good. It's not about us.
Well, I think if a manager likes you too much, he's either having the world's greatest season or you're too chummy with him.
Yeah, we certainly weren't chummy with anyone.
And he wasn't having the greatest season.
Never met him.
Never met the man.
Never met the man.
Perks, I nodded to.
Yeah, I held a door open for him at Mill on the X once.
Good.
Or vice versa.
He was heading for the train station, but you sent him in the Mill on the X.
He's going for a pint, let's be honest.
Okay. What else is there worth saying? I think... I think he leaves us in a stronger position than when he arrived, ignoring the mess in the boardroom.
That's not his fault.
That's certainly not his fault.
Necessarily. Well, no, definitely not his fault.
I'd say that on a number of grounds. We feel like we're an established League One team now.
Yeah, and we weren't when he arrived. I mean, no one else had a chance to kind of make us one.
But I think he's done that. I think because of that success, attendance is high as it's ever been.
Yep.
And I think... yeah, like you said, because he's left on this high, the fan base is in a positive position. We're not panicking. There's not like, oh, what are we going to do? Like, obviously, the season's not over yet. We're not out of danger entirely yet. But he's done us a solid by going at this moment.
Yeah.
Because I think if he went at the end of the season, actually, you'd have all this kind of fear of the next season. Whereas maybe he set us onto a path that might be quite useful for next season.
Maybe, and we'll at least get an idea before this season's over. But, assuming we don't go down, which could still happen.
Could still happen.
But yeah.
Pipped at the last post by Wigan.
Well, of course, we are in direct competition with them now.
Yeah.
They're 22nd or down there somewhere. I'm not sure if they're still there after last night, but they play tonight.
Yeah.
Against Luton. Yeah, so that's the end of him. That's the end of Gary Caldwell. It's the last time we'll ever mention him.
Did you see the video that they made of him saying goodbye?
I did, yeah.
He was emotional.
He was emotional, sort of slightly choked up at one point.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I've
got nothing.
I like that.
Yeah, I got for the man, I got nothing bad to say.
No, agreed. I agree with you. Thanks, Gary. I don't imagine you're listening.
You won't be listening to this, no.
Old Gamiroquai, old Teabag.
But, yeah, thanks for the memories.
Thanks for the memories. Good luck at Wigan to some extent.
Yeah. So now, on to the next.
Okay, so that was Monday morning, but it was announced straight away that and the word they're using is interim manager.
Well, they really only talked about up until now. It was just for last night.
Oh, is that the word?
The way they worded it was for tomorrow night's game, at the time, this being Monday, would be Dan Green would be stepping up and taking charge, and then there'll be an announcement following.
So talk me through Dan Green. Exeter boy.
Yeah, definitely. I'm not sure if he's born here, but he's definitely a kind of local lad. Pretty sure he went to Exeter College.
Yeah.
Because I don't work there anymore, but I did work there. I remember there being some sort of stuff about him in the corridors, in the kind of sports bit, as a kind of like, look, he's done well. And this was ages ago. So I think he started off as an under-17s coach.
Uh-huh.
And then I believe he was then in charge of the under-21s or whatever it is, the under-23s or that kind of age group. Kind of the role that Matt Taylor had. Then off he goes to Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I believe it was when Steven Gerrard was the manager.
Is that right?
And it was part of the youth setup there
Okay.
for a short time.
Mm-hmm.
I think he went from there to become some part of the coaching team of Matt Taylor's at Rotherham. Matt Taylor's then sacked from Rotherham.
Yeah.
And then at that point, Dan Green, I think he stays on for a minute or two, and then he comes back to Exeter City as some sort of... There's so many titles now for different jobs, something to do with individual player, kind of something or other.
Yeah.
Ultimately, he's part of Gary Caldwell's first team coaching staff, and that's where he's been up until now, where now he's the interim manager.
So he's got a UEFA Pro licence, so he can be a manager.
Yeah.
I don't imagine he's very expensive.
Well, not compared to some other people, no. It's his first post, yeah.
First post.
If he gets it.
If he wants it.
If he wants it, even.
I
love it when they say... They're obviously asked if they... Would you want to take the job? And they go, he goes, it hasn't even crossed my mind. As if, as if? Why even bother to say that? Of course it has.
When he came out at the beginning of last night's game, so it was Wickham at home last night, we'll talk about that in a minute. When he came out, before the game started, he was doing a lot of whacking the badge, wasn't he? That's not a euphemism.
There was a bit... There was a bit of... And I think a bit at the end as well.
A bit at the end.
A bit of tapping the badge. Well, if anyone's going to do it, you kind of think... And these are my observations. Obviously, he's been around for a while, but my observations, having paid a bit more attention to him, is one, he's tiny, and I was wondering if he was our manager, if he'd be our shortest ever manager.
Good question.
But then I was thinking Alan Ball was pretty small.
Yeah.
And I looked it up. He's 5'6".
Green.
Ball
5'6".
5'6". That's small.
Yeah.
That's that's a small man. I think Dan Green is definitely taller than that.
Right.
So I don't think he is our smallest ever manager.
Good.
But I was also thinking about this. He's got a proper Devon/Exeter accent.
Yeah, yes.
Have we had a manager with that accent before? I'm assuming we must have done at some point.
But the Exeter accent's changed, hasn't it?
Of course it has, but he's kind of just got the kind of current version.
Yeah, I mean, there's some Exeter...
When was the last time we had a kind of local manager? It must be decades and decades ago.
Yeah.
Well, I can't think of any.
None in our lifetime.
But then again, Terry Cooper, the ones I don't know much about, he's not from here, is he?
No.
Tommy Cooper, he was. But he didn't manage City.
Manchester City.
He just wore a fez
and he only lived
and
here
died
for
on
6
stage.
months, didn't he?
Let's not diminish his association with...
Tommy Cooper?
Yeah.
No, but he did only live in St Thomas for a few months.
Let's big him up. Let's give him his credit. He was a funny man.
He very much was. Tommy, right? Not Terry.
I don't know if Terry was funny or not. But I think, as far as being a kind of local manager, is that it? I can't think of any others. Even interim. I suppose, where's Kev Nicholson from? He's not from around here, is he? He doesn't sound like he is.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's interesting that it's not him, isn't it? the interim manager was very much Dan Green and not Kev Nicholson. Because
Yeah.
obviously he took over last time.
Nicholson's from Derby.
When Matt Taylor left, the interim manager was Kev Nicholson.
Yeah. But Green wasn't here then, was he?
Yeah, he was. No, he might have been at Villa. But, yeah.
Green's come back while Colwell's been here.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
But was he here when Matt Taylor was left?
No.
Well,
Don't think so.
I don't know that. But
I think he only came back in 23.
yeah, but when did he leave? Because he joined Matt Taylor at Rotherham, so it was obviously all of that was after Matt Taylor had gone.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Anyway, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's not
Green's
Nicholson.
in.
Well, we don't know if he's in.
Well, he's in at the minute.
He was in for last night. We might get an announcement today. I imagine they probably will because they have to announce something before Saturday because they haven't. They've only announced up until last night.
Got ya.
So,
well, when Colwell was appointed, it took a month basically. So, and given that we're in more disarray now than we were then,
I can't see it being a kind of long recruitment process like that.
But I also can't see it being tomorrow.
Do you not think?
No.
I think they're just going to give it to Dan Green.
Oh, I mean,
to the end of the
it'll be
season.
that. It'll be that, or it'll be.
Because I just think that's what they are going to do. And if you are going to do that, why not?
No, yes,
Just
sorry,
say it.
I agree with you. I think if they were to appoint someone, they'd take a long time. I don't think they'll do that. I don't think they'd want the kind of person applying even who expects to go through that process because that means more money.
Yeah, I mean, maybe they'll have to. Then maybe they will do a recruitment process. I mean, do you have to? Is that employment law?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Speak to Clive Harrison about that if you want.
you'd have to do a.
Maybe ask Clive about the employment law.
You might actually, but you might be able to say it was just an internal application, and so you say to Nicholson, Green, Kevin Miller, whoever, Palfrey,
Clive.
the lad that does Clive being top of the list.
Yeah.
Could you, if you want to apply, you can apply. Send us an A4 as why you think you want the job, and then we'll interview. So I guess they'll do that.
But there has to be a kind of like, that's got to be at least
I think legally that's the deal, isn't
got to be a
it?
couple of days at least, doesn't it, that process? Even if everyone there knows you're giving it
So
to the
yeah,
other
so
guy.
maybe they'll say Green will cover us for.
No, but it seems strange because if that was the case, why would they have just said for Tuesday night? Because then they're going to have to keep doing it every time there's a match.
Dan. You're talking as if we're on top of everything, really sharp, and we got it all together.
But don't you think it would look weird if every week you're going, Dan Green will be the interim manager for tonight's game?
I think they might make one more announcement saying
he's got it till the end of the season
or he's got it
while the recruitment process is
undergoing. And
Right.
then, great news, Dan Green's the manager.
Yeah.
That feels the way it's going. I think I'd be all in favour of that for loads of reasons.
Why not give the boy a go?
And
Who's the other options out there? Do we want another kind of...
well, there's loads of clickbait
Coldwell.
sites, aren't they, that suggest like Darren Ferguson or
No thanks.
who's matey, Daryl Clark.
We're not getting any of them, are we? We haven't got any money.
We haven't got any money for A, their wages, and B, their squad rebuilding.
Yeah.
I would give it to Dan Green and I'd say, look, the money's tight. Can you give us 18 months?
Well, just give it to him to the end of the season and see how he gets on. He'll probably keep us up because he doesn't need to do a huge amount. It'd have to go quite wrong for us to go down at this point. Now, it's still possible.
I think if we average a
quite
point
wrong.
every other game, we stay up.
Every other game?
Yeah.
I mean, that's doable,
That's
isn't it?
entirely
So why not
doable.
just give it to him to the end of the season?
Yeah.
And then you've got the whole summer to go like, look, do we want to carry... Is this the right idea? We've had 17 games, whatever it is. Dan, it's a good audition, really, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it seems like it makes sense.
I agree entirely.
Yeah.
I think there's no good reason not to.
Apart from this, John, he's going to have to change his name.
What's wrong with Dan?
Nothing wrong with the name Dan, apart from it sounds like someone working in finance.
What, you think Dan sounds like a name of someone working in
Or
finance?
yeah, or just kind of like, or in a kind of like, it just sounds like a guy, doesn't it? Hey Dan, you know?
That's just Alan Partridge poisoning your name for you.
No, but I think it is Alan Partridge, but he chose the right name for that character.
I see.
Do you know what I mean? He didn't make it so that became a Dan. He was already the kind of type of guy that would be called that.
I think you're being harsh on yourself and your fellow namesakes.
It's nothing to do with me that I'm called Dan.
No, but all right.
Purely
Yeah,
nothing.
good
To,
point.
if I had my own choice, I'd have been called something altogether different.
What would you go for?
Something more exotic.
Pedro?
Yeah.
Juan?
Um,
Dieter?
Not any of those. Why not something a bit cooler? Motorbike.
Motorbike?
Yeah, why not?
First name Motorbike?
People are called all sorts of things.
People
now.
are called all sorts of things. Don't know if motorbike's the one to go for.
Well, I think it's kind of cool.
Speedo?
Well, yeah. Keyboard.
Legend? Keyboard?
Yeah, I'd go for something a bit fancier.
I'd go for Ivor.
After the great man.
After the great man, Dewdney.
Ivor Dewdney.
Yes. Well, okay. Interesting. Anyway, Dan Green.
Yeah.
He's here for now. I guess we'll see if he's here on Saturday.
Yeah. So
So
he's already had his first match.
he's had his first match. It was at home. It was Wycombe Wanderers. It was a horrible, horrible night,
Weather-wise.
weather-wise.
I mean, a lot happened in this match, and it's actually quite hard to kind of get a handle on it. About, was it good? Was it terrible? Was it the same? Was it different? I think he did have a kind of certain. It wasn't like a total. Let's just keep going as the way it was. He was definitely putting some
Yeah.
different ideas out there, starting with the fact that he's gone with McGuinness and Wareham up top, which
Yeah.
is something we saw at the very end of the Northampton match, but it's not something Caldwell's done.
Very, very occasionally.
That's really kind of playing with two strikers.
Yeah.
Now you can, I know we've had several combinations of like Wareham and Cox, Wareham and Aitchison, people like that, but it's usually kind of a bit, one's more kind of like
advanced.
going between the midfield and the attack kind of thing, but this was kind of like two up top job.
Rydell started as well.
Rydell's back.
Okay. I think, first thing of note, the players look nervous.
Yeah.
Didn't
I think Dan Green even said that after the match.
It's hard for a minute. I get that.
Well, it's unnerving.
It's unnerving. They know they're being judged in a different kind of way at that point. So the first half, we were not good. Lots of mistakes on that level. I mean,
well, I think we were a little sloppy in possession. A little risk. I think we were taking a few more risks. We were getting down that right hand side, but Niskanen is kind of that magic potion he had is out of stock.
well, it returned second half a bit, didn't it?
I don't know. I'm convinced it did really.
The crossing was wild in the first half. It was a terrible night, weather-wise, which doesn't help anyone.
Yeah,
Niskanen needs a haircut.
yeah. It wasn't happening.
And
but
then
we weren't getting. We had 20 shots in that game.
Yeah.
which is not something that I don't think. I'm not sure Caldwell ever recorded that many shots in one game.
Well, as we know, some months it took 5 games to get to 20 shots.
Yeah.
I'm not exaggerating, am I?
No.
But unfortunately, it was an error at the back that led to Wycombe getting ahead.
Well, it looked like it. To be honest, there was quite a few times where we made these little mistakes, and
Yes.
it probably was nerves. But what it took was a double one to concede a goal. So it's a mistake initially from Whitworth because he comes out thinking he can get there.
I
and
wonder
he
if the
can't.
ball holds up slightly more or slightly less than he's expecting.
Yeah, it's still an error.
Still an error.
And then Sweeney, you think he can
Stop it.
get there, and he can't either.
It's that player on your Dimma who's always quite effective, isn't he? But it was a bit disappointing.
Tapping
Tapping.
1-0, and they really didn't deserve it. They're
No, they
an
didn't.
awful team.
Yeah. Second half, and Dan Green said as much. I like the way he phrased this. It was something like, I asked them if they thought they could do anything better.
Right.
Well, that's a good question, isn't it? Because obviously your automatic answer is yes.
Well,
and then
you're
you go
losing 1-0 to a poor side.
Yeah,
so,
but they're saying like, well, yeah, our touch is bad, I haven't been running right, whatever. And then they came out really well. As in, from then on, Wycombe had very little of the ball, very few chances. We were all over them. It took till the last half an hour, really, for it to work.
Well, yeah, and what's the catalyst for that? It's taking off Josh McGuinness.
I think it's probably taken off McGuinness.
I think it was a mistake. I think you lost that. I'm not sure. Seemed to be all sorts of other things happening, and I'm not totally I never really work out what's going on position wise and whatnot, but I felt like it was missing something by having two that far forward, and I thought only at one point in the match did they actually combine in a way where you think, well, that's why you'd have two, and it kind of came to a half chance. I think McGuinness chested it down for Wareham. It's right in front of the big bank, so it must have been just before where McGuinness went off, but it wasn't working, I don't think.
No.
But Wareham had a brilliant game. McGuinness is just not effective.
Not in that role.
Yeah, maybe there's
Aitchison was excellent, I thought, particularly second half. Ball was glued to his toe, and he was creating all sorts, and was a bit let down by poor crossing, people picking up the second ball.
Yeah,
I think he was doing
not being
everything he could
enough
to create
from
games.
the front too.
No.
Yeah, I think he did well, and some of his dribbling was decent. Yeah,
Goal came though very late on.
yeah. Well, we basically threw the kitchen sink at it, didn't we?
Yeah,
Because you think, Wickham are poor. They're
I don't really see how they're in the position they're in.
No, they're time wasting. They're throwing themselves on the floor. They're pretending to be injured.
Yeah,
All this pretending to be hit in the face.
yeah,
Embarrassing.
It really was embarrassing.
And basically, he brings on kind of Sonny Cox,
everyone.
Tim, Akil Higgins,
Yeah.
whoever else.
Yeah,
And then
it's gung ho, wasn't
it
it?
does finally pay off. I thought it looked quite good. I thought that with Tim and Higgins down that left-hand side.
Once they worked
together.
it out a bit, it did, yeah. Higgins puts the cross in. It's another of these Wareham glancing headers.
He's
He
brilliant.
scored one in reverse, didn't he?
Yeah.
A few games ago, and the keeper hasn't got a chance.
He's brilliant, Jaden Wareham.
Yeah, he is.
Like, to do things like that regularly, and the other goal he scores where he comes across his defender and beats the keeper at the near post or whatever. He's excellent. It's almost everything that you want from a striker. I even like it when he gets angry at the other players when they don't pass to him.
Yes, well, on about 94 and a half minutes, Tim gets it almost at the byline, doesn't he? On the 6-yard line.
Yeah, he shoots, tries to beat the keeper at the near post.
Yeah.
And
Wareham's in the middle.
Fuming. I like that.
Agreed.
But also, Tutierov, Tim, to you and I,
Yeah.
he's brilliant as well.
You can tell he's a different class of footballer, really,
Yeah.
can't you? The way he dribbles with it.
I'm glad we've got him for the rest of the season because it makes me think like I'm looking forward to watching us play.
Yeah.
Same goes with Wareham.
Yeah.
And you haven't always been able to say that about Gary Caldwell
No.
teams.
And do you know what? Same goes for Aitchison when he's in that kind of mood.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was...
If Niskanen can switch it back on again.
Well, there were some crosses towards the end that were better. There was also some silly ones where he takes it on his left foot and...
Yeah, it tries to
Sends
curl
it
one
to
in.
Kingdom Come.
On, son. You can't do that. But I'm not taking anything away from the other aspects of his game. He's still, like, we've always known that. Niskanen is super useful. Out of possession, up and down the right-hand side, tackling, supporting Sweeney down that right-hand side. He's great at all that.
Yeah.
We just need that little... if he can just find that... If he could just find that little bit of kind of like quality that he has, because we know he can do it now. If he can find that down the right, Tim on the left, Akil coming in as well, either offside or whatever, I think that's a threat.
Agreed.
And just maybe, I mean, I think the McGuinness Wareham thing was worth a punt,
Yeah.
but maybe let's leave that.
I say this, Dan, it wasn't a good game, but it wasn't a boring game.
No.
And I think
No.
that's all we need. We need to pick up points and we want to have exciting football.
Yeah.
Well, so it's Dan Green's first point. Another point on the chart.
I think psychologically it's really important to not have lost that match.
Yeah, and especially come back into it. Because they'll be thinking, won't they? We had 20 shots. We shouldn't really have conceded.
Yeah, say we'd gone 1-0 up and then they conceded. Even like the mindset behind that would have been totally different. I think that's so crucial. Yeah, it'd been better to have won.
Yeah.
But I think in terms of like kind of given how nervy they looked at the start of the match, now Gary's gone. He's such a big, charismatic presence, isn't he? You know, like how is there not going to be a void when he leaves? You know, like. I think it's out of the way now that, and I think I'm not suggesting we're going to win every game, but
I think they feel like they can.
I think it's important to get that one out of the way and not lose it, especially not lose to them.
Agreed. All right. Well, we'll talk about what's coming up next after this break. Welcome back to the Big Bang Theory podcast. Remember, you can email us, bigbankpod@gmail.com. Thanks to Ryan, who's been in touch. Ryan flew in from Hong Kong for Saturday and for last night. Good effort.
Yeah.
Lives in Hong Kong. His dad picked him up, raced down the motorway. Got to see Coldwell Not Really wave. So sorry about that, Ryan.
Presumably there's an airplane involved as well at some point, was there?
I think the plane flew him to the airport and then his dad picked him up from the airport. Yeah. It's good effort, isn't it?
That's what dads are for.
Yeah.
Picking you up. When you
remember... Oh, what?
Get the train. Leave your poor dad alone.
No, because I think it was a rush to get to the football and his dad wanted to come to the football.
I'd say he's done enough.
Thanks, Dad. Thanks, Ryan's dad, for bringing him along. I guess Ryan's on his way back to Hong Kong now. Maybe not. He's probably staying longer than 2.
He wouldn't come back just for that,
No,
would
he's
he?
probably having tea with his mum.
Yeah.
Okay, so you can email us if you want to. You can also subscribe to our Patreon channel if you'd like to. Patreon.com/BigBankPod. You get an exclusive monthly episode just for members.
Well, thanks to everyone who's signed up already.
We really appreciate it.
It's something about £3.50 a month.
Yeah, that's right. We don't get all of that. Some of it goes on VAT and some of it goes on fees or whatever.
It's one episode per month. The first one was what? Sorry.
Tale of Two Ivors.
Yes.
And then the second one continues the story of how the trust took charge, mixed in with all the nonsense about, well, all the people that you remember.
Yeah.
So first episode's up now. Second episode will go up on the 1st of March.
Yes.
If you've already subscribed, you get access to them when they come out. If you subscribe at any point in the future, you get to listen to all the old ones as well.
I will just want to clarify, we have already recorded both parts of this.
Yes.
So the second episode isn't out yet, but for anything we've got wrong or missed out, just to clarify, that won't be in the second episode because we've already recorded it.
Oh yes, that's right. Yeah, your updates and corrections.
But they are welcome.
They're totally welcome.
Because it's interesting to find out more about it. And to be honest, there's only so much you can do by just reading kind of limited amount online. So if people have got more insight, the things we've missed or...
You were there.
Or you were there, or things that we've got slightly wrong, brilliant. Let us know. More than anything, because I'd like to know about it. It's interesting.
So yeah, patreon.com/BigBankPod if you want to get involved in that way. Thanks to everyone that has so far. Okay, so Saturday.
Well, another small bit of admin.
Oh yeah.
I've come into possession of a signed Exeter City shirt, framed, professionally framed, from, we think, 2013 season.
It's the shirt.
Right?
It's the 2012, 2013 and 2013, 2014 shirt, isn't it?
Yeah.
And we've done our best to work out.
I can't work out what any of the signatures are, but it's signed by the whole squad.
Yeah.
I think. Maybe it's signed by the youth team. Could be signed by the women's team. I got no idea. Can't make out. It's just squiggles. Mm-hmm. But I'm pretty sure it's the men's team. And also a signed Exeter City ball, which one I can make out has got Ollie Watkins' signature on it.
Okay.
So we're going to do some kind of giveaway for that, but not now because we haven't thought up the actual logistics of that yet. Obviously, it's massive and heavy and glass, so we can't really post it anywhere.
We'll think about how to do it.
But that is coming up as a future sort of competition or something, I suppose.
Yeah,
exciting times.
Okay, so Saturday.
What's next?
Well, Saturday, maybe one of the people that signed the shirt, probably not. It's away to Peterborough.
Yeah.
The Western Home Stadium.
Is it in the West, Peterborough?
I think it's Western, like Bob Weston, famous record producer. I don't think it's like Western Morning News.
Right.
West On.
It's West On.
West On.
It's not Western.
That's right.
Their stadium.
Yeah.
Okay.
On, not Earn.
On.
I think.
Okay.
Anyway, doesn't matter what it's called because Archie Collins plays there. And
been there for ages, hasn't he now, Collins?
He has. Now, last time we talked about it, and Darren Ferguson was the manager, sacked. It's now Luke Williams, mate of, and in fact colleague of, your favourite Exeter City player?
Yeah.
Ryan Harley, the Ginger Prince himself.
The Ginger Prince, yeah. He's
assistant manager there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Harley and Collins reunited.
Yeah. Yeah, they would have crossed over. We talked about this.
We talked about all this, but the Peterborough having similar season to us, really. They'll win a couple, they'll lose a couple. They sit 4 points above us, but we've got 2 games in hand over them. So they're in 11th, we're in 14th.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure when we played them before, they had a terrible start to the season.
Well, they were below us, weren't they, at one point?
Which resulted in Ferguson getting sacked shortly after. It might have been the day after the week we played.
I think it might have been, yeah.
But they're obviously further up the table now, so we must be doing something right. They did lose last night to Barnsley. We assume Dan Green's going to be there. If he is, it'll be his first away game in charge.
Yep.
Who knows what to expect? You know, like I said, the things last night looked a little different to Gary's team. There may well be that there are changes again, because it's not like it went brilliantly last night, as well as much as there are positives. They've got some good players. It won't be easy. I'll take a point.
Definitely take a point. Keep notching them points up, Dan. You'll have a job for life.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking to him. This is going to be confusing if you get to the manager. I thought you were talking to me.
Tell you what's going to be really confusing is the cry of Green Army.
We won't do that.
No, I know we won't, but...
When they do it, when we play
Argyle. It's all going to
be
be a bit confusing, isn't it? He's got the name. He has got the word green in his name.
He has. That's why I think he should change it.
Yeah, Groon. Change it to Groon.
That's normally what people do, isn't it? Just change one letter or something.
Yeah. Or change the language that it's in.
Oh, yeah, or change the way you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Why don't you start pronouncing it Grene or something?
Good, yeah. Like that referee, Death.
It's actually pronounced Grine. Yeah.
Well, it's something to think about, Dan, not you.
Yeah.
That's it, though. It's only a 3-game week this week, not a 4-game week.
Right, okay, yeah.
So then he'll have next week, if he's still in charge, which I'm assuming he will be, but who knows if it's not Clive Harrison. Harrison's also tried to appoint himself as general manager of Wigan at the same time.
Has he? Oh, can I come, Gary?
Yeah.
Can I come with you and Perks?
I'll bring my statue.
No, Clive. We're going it alone.
He's Scottish, not Geordie.
That was a kind of gentle Scottish accent,
Oh,
more
was it?
Glasgow than
Lilting.
Caldwell's, yeah.
Lilting, yeah. Right, okay. That's that, isn't it?
I think that is that. Interesting times, turbulent times.
But not too turbulent. It could be more
It's
turbulent.
pretty turbulent if you think about
pretty
it.
turbulent, yeah, yeah.
The finances are a mess.
Thank goodness we
haven't
didn't
got a
sell anyone in
manager.
January. Imagine if we'd had to sell 3 players in January and then whoever comes in's got to sort out a team, like a striker or whatever.
Yeah, I am glad about that. There's a few injuries at the moment. I
Yeah,
think
there
we've
is.
really missed McMillan and yeah.
Well, yeah, now Francis has gone. McMillan's injured.
Kev McDonald, I haven't seen him for months.
Danny Andrews
out.
Fecco couldn't even make it to the bench last night.
Yeah.
Fitzwater wasn't playing last night.
We could do with him, couldn't we? Yeah,
Suddenly you're like, crumbs. That's quite a lot missing.
let's get him fit.
Perks, of course.
He's gone from the squad now, yeah.
So that's a big miss.
Who's I don't know who's on the medical team now. Oh, we also mentioned that Caldwell's taken his analyst Lauren with him.
Oh, has he?
She's gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Just the 3 of them as far as we know, right?
Yeah. So I think it is, yeah. So the other thing to mention is they're all kind of doing more work at the moment.
Yeah.
Like this.
Dan Green was leading them in the shooting warm-up, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, they've got to do the work of... We haven't appointed anyone else, so it's 3 people gone. And
Yeah.
everyone else having to do the jobs of 3 people.
Although, sometimes there's people at work, and when they leave, you're like, oh, they were making it worse for everyone.
Turns out Dawn can do a lot of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, like, Perks was, creating more washing up than he was doing?
Well, definitely think that's true, yeah. Probably. Anyway, turbulent times, interesting times, great times.
Yeah. Great times.
Green times.
Oh, yeah, good. Thanks for listening, everyone. We'll be back, I'm assuming, on Monday.
Yeah.
That's it, isn't it? There is no game next.
Nope, that'll be it.
All right. Well, we look forward to that, and maybe we'll know who's going to be in charge of the rest of the season officially.
Maybe.
Thanks for listening, everyone. My name's John. Been here with my friend and colleague Dan.
Cheers.
See you soon.